Hello everyone, welcome to our new session and today we are going to read our chapter number 10, The Story of Cricket, written by Ramachandra Guha. To begin with, sports play a part and parcel role in our healthy life. It is a way in which we amuse ourselves, compete with each other and stay fit. Among the various sports such as hockey, football and tennis, cricket appears to be the most appealing national entertainment today. In this chapter, we are going to know the story of the cricket, its different rules and regulations, and everything regarding that. So, let's begin with the reading of the chapter. Cricket grew out of the many stick and ball games played in England 500 years ago. The word bat is an old English word that simply means stick or club. By the 17th century, cricket had evolved enough to be recognizable as a distinct game. Till the middle of the 18th century, bats were roughly the same shape as hockey sticks, curving outwards at the bottom. There was a simple reason for this. The ball was bowled underarm, along the ground, and the curve at the end of the bat gave the batsman the best chance of making contact. Here you can see the look of the bat in the earlier times. The curve like hockey stick. One of the peculiarities of cricket is that a test match can go on for 5 days and still end in a draw. Here peculiarities means strange features of something. So the strangeness in the cricket is that sometimes a test match goes for 5 days and still it ends in draw and there is no result. No other modern team sport takes even half as much time to complete. A football match is generally over in a half an hour. A football match is generally over in an hour and a half. Even baseball completes 9 innings in less than half the time that it takes to play a limited overs match, the shortened version of modern cricket. Another curious characteristic of cricket is that the length of the pitch is specified, 22 yards, but the size or shape of the ground is not. Most other team sports such as hockey and football lay down the dimensions of the playing area. Cricket does not. Grounds can be oval like the Adelaide Oval or nearly circular like Chepauk in Chennai. A six at the Melbourne Cricket Ground needs to clear much more ground than it does at Firoz Shah Kotla in Delhi. So we read here that the pitch of the cricket ground is specified, which is 22 yards. But the shape of the ground is not specified. It can be an oval shape or of circular shape. There is a historical reason behind both these oddities. Cricket was the earliest modern team sport to be codified. The first written laws of cricket were drawn up in 1744. They stated the principals shall choose from amongst the gentlemen present 2 umpires who shall absolutely decide all disputes. The stumps must be 22 inches high and the bail across them 6 inches. The ball must be between 5 and 6 ounces and the 2 sets of stumps 22 yards apart. The world's first cricket club was formed in Hambledon in the 1760s and the Marylebone Cricket Club was founded in 1787. During the 1760s and 1770s, it became common to pitch the ball through the air rather than roll it along the ground. This change gave bowlers the options of length, deception through the air, plus increased pace. It also opened new possibilities for spin and swing. In response, batsmen had to master timing and shot selection. One immediate result was the replacement of the curved bat with the straight one. The weight of the ball was limited to between 5.5 to 5 into 3 by 4 ounces and the width of the bat to 4 inches. In 1774, the first leg before law was published. Also around this time, a third stump became common. By 1780, 3 days had become the length of a major match, and this year also saw the creation of the first six-seam cricket ball. If you look at the game's equipment, you can see how cricket both changed with changing times and yet fundamentally remained true to its origin in rural England. Cricket's most important tools are all made of natural pre-industrial materials. The bat is made with leather, twine, and cork. Even today, both bat and ball are handmade, not industrially manufactured. The material of the bat changed slightly over time. Once it was cut out of a single piece of wood. Now it consists of two pieces, the blade, which is made out of wood of the willow tree, and the handle, which is made out of cane, that became available as European colonialist and trading companies established themselves in Asia. Unlike golf and tennis, cricket has refused to remake its tools with industrial or man made materials. Plastic, fiberglass, and metal have been firmly rejected. But in the matter of protective equipment, cricket has been influenced by technological change. The invention of vulcanized rubber led to the introduction of pads in 1848 and protective gloves soon afterwards. And the modern game would be unimaginable without helmets made out of metal and synthetic lightweight materials. So, this was the first part of our chapter, The Story of Cricket, in which we understood the evolution of cricket, its pitch, ground, and equipment. In the next part, let's see what are the other facts we have to read. So, see you very soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.